Good evening, everyone. My name is Cassandra Taylor. I'm the founder and CEO of Top Flight Defense Incorporated. Tonight, we will be presenting to you a class on automation. Yes, how to start your automation company and or services. And guess who will be our presenter this evening? Yes, the one and the only Terrence Green, the founder, the owner, the CEO of TJ's Animation Workshop. Hi, TJ.
Hey, how you doing, Cassandra?
I'm doing wonderful. Come on, tell us about yourself.
So, of course, my name is TJ, and I make animated videos for small business owners and nonprofit organizations. And I also teach people how to make animated videos as well. So that goes for business owners, and that also goes for kids as well. We're working on implementing programs into nonprofits to help kids create animation. So today we're going to have a workshop just about how to start your own animation agency or side business. I'm going to start off just by telling a story about how I got started with animation. And if you all have any questions along the way, feel free to drop them in the chat or to unmute yourself. And we can, if I'm going too fast, just let me know. But how I got started with animation was in high school. I had a teacher who assigned us a William Shakespeare project, and we had to either team up with other students or we had to just team up with one student, interview William Shakespeare or reenact the William Shakespeare play. And so I wanted to do something different. So I found an animation software to where I can make animated videos, kind of like you make PowerPoints. So that means that you drag elements into place instead of drawing them. So I made the animated video and everyone loved it. The teacher loved it. She gave me a 98 out of 100. The crazy thing about it is the video really didn't have too much to do with William Shakespeare. It was just kind of like William Shakespeare came on and the studio caught on fire and things like that. But she said the animation was so good that she gave me a 98. And so that's kind of how I got my start with animation. I used it as a side business in college. And that's where I kind of learned the business side of things. I got to learn from experience. I got an early start in that, and I actually just went full time into animation 5 months ago, just like a year or so after graduating college. And so throughout all those years, I really learned a lot. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to first, I dropped it in the chat. We're going to go over what is animation, and then we're going to go over how to create animation, then how to improve, and then how to monetize animation. And again, if you have any questions, definitely feel free to slow me down. If you feel like turning on your camera, so there we go, one person. But if you feel like turning on your camera is definitely welcome, so I won't feel like I'm just talking to a screen. I like hands-on and involvement as much as possible, and it definitely makes the workshop better. But the first thing I want to go into what is animation. And so animation are like those cartoons that you see, whether you watch a show or a kid's show, or those commercials, that you see Kroger or Walmart have when you're trying to explain something. And so animation can be used for a variety of things. When it applies to businesses, animation can be used for marketing. And then when it just applies like entertainment, it can be used for cartoons and to tell stories, and of course to entertain. And so that's what animation is. It's computerized images that move. And so you can make animation a variety of ways. You can make animation by hand. You can make animation, of course, through the computer. What I mean by hand is you get into software and you actually start drawing. That's the complex animation that you see Disney, Pixar do. But the animation that I actually use and that I built my business on is drag and drop animation. And I'm actually going to show you all one of the softwares that I use. So here on the screen is a software I use called Powtoon. It's what is called a drag and drop animation style. It's similar to Canva, but also similar to PowerPoint as well. So you can just kind of drag elements into place. They have templates for you to choose from. And what a template is, you pretty much just click on something and it will change the whole dynamic of a scene, just like that. So that's why I say it's just like PowerPoint. You don't exactly have to create something from scratch, but you can. And they actually have a lot of choices. And you can change things just like that and just insert your information. Let's say I just wanted to have a video just about animation workshop. And boom, I just changed. I'm just gonna delete that. So boom, I just changed the whole title of it that quick. It's something like that. And then you can change the colors of things. You can change the sizes, the characters. And so there's different styles to choose from. In this software alone, you have 5 styles. You have the modern edge, which is going to give you a lot of cartoon looks. You have the whiteboard animation, which is going to give you that drawing style. You see the characters getting drawn in front of your eyes. You have that real cartoon look, which is going to give you like the entertaining type of cartoon look. So the difference in between is I look at this as like an explainer video type. You use this animation to explain your video. I look at this animation as like you entertain, you're going to tell a story with this. And the infographic animation is going to bring your numbers and stuff to life. That's going to bring your data to life. And then Powtoon actually has stock videos, which are real videos that are used. Give me a second. They're real videos that are used instead of animation. So boom, like that is actually real. So Powtoon actually does give you the option. They use a third party with that, but you can access everything through Powtoon. And so that is the software that I have built my business, well, not built my business on. I use this software and I use Beyond, which goes more in depth into animation. It's a more complex software, but whenever I teach people animation, I teach them Powtoon because Powtoon is simpler and it gives you more options as a beginner. It's like riding a bike with training wheels. And soon you get your training wheels off. So now we're going to get into, give me a second, use my cheat sheet. How to create it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get us a blank scene and I'm going to need some crowd participation. So if somebody, and I can call somebody can put in the chat or unmute themselves and give a scene they would like to see me build. Like whether it's somebody walking or or somebody like talking to another character. Can somebody give me an idea of something they want me to build? Joyce, you got an idea of something we can build? Hey, I can hear you.
Okay, this is Samira.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, wait a minute. Back.
I think you're on mute.
Okay, there I
There we
am.
go. There we go.
Okay, let's do holiday, I guess,
Holiday.
right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Powtoon has a special category for holidays. So let's do winter holidays. So I can actually pull some characters, pull some emojis. See, you got the Santa here, and he's already animated. You different variety of Santas here. And then you even have stuff that could be backgrounds, gift cards.
Nice.
And so it doesn't have to be also videos, it can be pictures as well. So let's undo that one. And you can have reindeer. So yeah, give me another idea.
Animation.
It can be anything.
Right. I don't know why I'm trying to like think of like animation in the topic. Why am I so stuck? What about like back to school, I guess?
Okay, no, y'all moving too slow. I'm sitting up here, I'm like, Terrence, you know, I got a whole bunch of stuff. We get ready to put my animation one together right now. Okay, we got somebody going to counseling that's having issues of PTSD. They're going to counseling and they need help. How about that?
Okay, all right, it sounds good. It sounds good. She came in, all right, so first thing we're gonna do is change the background. And so what you can do is actually look up in the search bar instead of having to look through different things. So what we're gonna do is actually office. So I can look for office and then literally different things pop up from real to animation backgrounds. And so I could choose this one. And as you can see, they have different styles. And I can use the same search so this is where you're gonna find all your tools in the animated video. And so the main thing in animation is just whatever you can do to represent. And so what I'm picturing is, let me see. What I'm picturing is two people meeting in an office. Because your voiceover is going to say whatever you're saying is saying. And so what I need to do is I'm gonna stop sharing and I'm gonna show you all an example of an animated video that I made and how animated explainer videos represent what's on the scene. Give me 1 second. And so the video I'm about to show you all is a video that I did for Mississippi State for their East Center. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right, change the volume.
You have a business idea that could become the next big thing. You know it's original, fills a gap in the marketplace, and is something that people will love. You know the problem you want to solve, but you don't know where to start. At the Center for Entrepreneurship and Outreach, we help students, faculty, and community members start and grow their businesses. You don't have to have a complete idea of what you want to do. No idea is a bad idea. Come in and we will help you refine the problem you are solving. With our Venture Catalyst program, you can start with an idea and finish with a launch business. We can link you with over 100,000 alumni who can help you with connections for your business. Don't have much capital to help you get your business off the ground? We can provide you with up to $7,500 to get started. We don't take ownership of the business. It's completely yours. If you have ever wanted to make things with your hands or sell your homemade products to customers on Main Street, our Idea Shop is the place for you. In our makerspace, you can build anything imaginable, and our retail space is occupied with handcrafted products from students, faculty, and community artists. For more information on what the eCenter offers, visit our website at www.
So as you can see, the animation represents what the voiceover is saying. So with the animation, all you have are the objects that are in place. So back to our video, I envision having two people. I need to share my screen again. I envision having two people sitting in the office having a conversation. So on the right over here, you have where you get your objects. Props are objects. So anything that's not a character is a prop. It goes from office chairs, office desk, houses, trees, even animals. Animals or props in the animation world. So I'm gonna need another chair. And if this was a real video, I'll have something that matches. But for this one, I will actually, you know what? I can find one that matches. So right here. So it's just as easy as that. I just search for chair. And then what I'm gonna do is flip it. And once you learn how to navigate the animation software, is actually it's easier to make animation. Of course, you still need a little design and you actually need to go in with a plan, but you can make animation. So I'm gonna get off a real look, go to cartoon.
Can you hear me?
Yes. And so just like the, and then boom, we just put a scene together just like that within like less than 5 minutes. So the animation software is, I'm gonna show you drag and drop, or just real simple. Does anybody have any questions so far about how I put that together, just animation software, or just anything about animation?
When does the voice part of it comes in? At the end?
So you will do the voice before you go into the software, but the way I make my animated videos is the first thing we do is script writing. That's planning for the video, knowing what goes, and actually writing out the script. And then you send that off to the voiceover artist, which is the voice, the narration. You send that off, and then once you get that back, then you start making the animation. So you'll put your scenes together. Like I'll put all these scenes together, and then I will go in and add the voiceover, and then time it up. You'll time in your animation with the voice of the artist, so everything will match. Good question. Good question.
How long does it take you to do like a video? You know, just like if you sit from start to finish, you have the concept, because you are very comfortable in clicking, and I'm sure it doesn't take you that long.
So it'll probably take me about 2 hours of video start to finish. All the things that I do. And I'll say like starting off, if somebody was starting off with the software, I'll say it'll probably take you 4 hours with your first video, and then you'll kind of get better and improve.
Yeah.
The more you practice and more you play with the software, the faster you'll get and the more comfortable. So if you're out there trying to learn the software and everything, it's just the more you play with it, no matter how many YouTube videos you watch, or no matter how many times, it's just kind of going in there and kind of figuring out what you don't know, and then go like watch more videos, or because they have a lot of resources on Powtoon as far as like just how to navigate the software, how to do this with a character, even YouTube. So the more you play with the software, the faster your time will be. But I'll say I still try to keep quality. I could whip up a video in like 30, 45 minutes, but as far as if it'll be a quality video, no. So you can make one fast, but you still kind of want to use the time to really develop something. That was a good question. Are there any more questions before we move on to the business side of things? Perfect. So the last part of our workshop today is just going to be just how do you monetize, or the different things you can do with animation. So when I first started monetizing my animation, I started it as a side hustle in college. I realized that nobody was really producing professional animation to like smaller organizations. You'll have the freelancers on like freelance sites, and people who were doing it there, but it probably wasn't, it wasn't really quality work, especially from the freelance sites. They wouldn't have commercial rights, so the businesses wouldn't legally have the rights to use the video as advertisement, things like that. So a lot of things going on in that realm. So I wanted to be able to produce professional animation while doing it at a pretty good price, and using the software allowed me to do that, because with the software I use with Beyond, all I have to do is invest $89 a month, and I started off with that as my only expense. Like when I started off, I kept it real simple. I didn't have any overhead. It was during college, so of course I was, I was able to use my laptop and computer internet connection. But other than the $89 a month, I went to Facebook groups, and I pretty much just tried to connect with small business owners and just show them my work. And then the more clients I got, I would have those clients refer me to other clients. Like when you actually treat people with good customer service, like I don't know, some restaurants don't, I guess some restaurants don't get this memo, but like when you actually have like customer service and actually treat people like with respect, and you know, like they'll be glad to use you again. Retention, it's cheaper to keep them. They'll be glad to refer other business to you, and it's just understanding as well what animation is. So how I got my start is I started making videos, but then after some time I wanted my videos to improve. So I researched what the quality, like what the real animation studios do and like how they do their animation, and they focus on their message. So whenever if you want to make videos for a client, you want to make sure that your script is on point. Your script is going to be the foundation of your house. And then the animation or is the design, everything that goes with it. But your foundation is not solid, then the video can't be solid. And then the second thing is just using animation. The second thing is just using animation to really represent a point in a creative way. Like tell a story with animation. Let's say you're creating a video for a real estate agent. You want to walk the viewer through the steps. Like let's say the real estate agent want to teach people how to buy a house. You want to walk the viewer through the process of buying a house and give them a main character and have that main character buy a house, because that's exactly how they're going to picture themselves in the main character's shoes, and then it's like you're walking them through the whole entire steps. And so now, and that's what animation is used. Lights up and stuff. It was so pretty. But and that's what animation is used for. And so with starting a business, your cost is going to be very important. There are other softwares you can use to kind of make more advanced videos. Like you can play with the audio. You can play with the audio. There's software called Audio Block that I use. It'll give you thousands of soundtracks. It'll give you thousands of sound effects. And if you realize in the video that I showed, it had sound effects. It had a professional voiceover, and it had just the music went with it. So
Hey, Terry,
yes.
do you mind if I share with them the one video that you did?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, man, we need to share that video. So hold on 1 second. Let me grab. You can keep talking to them while I grab the video.
Okay, but yeah, so and that's what you do when you make animated videos. For the details matter. People will pay for the details. Like sometimes the details may not matter, but the smaller details actually make a big difference. That separates the experts from the people that just do it kind of as a hobby or things like that. Is when you really look deep into your animated video. But the software, but other than that, that pretty much like is the overall picture. Just use a drag and drop software to kind of get your start. You can use Powtoon, or you can use Vion. There's another software called Toonly, Toonly. And then those are real easy. You just drag elements into place. They all kind of have the same basis of kind of how they're built, just formatted in different ways. And then just whenever you're creating your videos, have a plan. You want to script it out, and then you kind of want to storyboard it out. That's when you say exactly the visuals that come to your head when you read the script, and that's what the animated video is going to have. And then after that, you just want to make sure you have a plan in place for your business. What software do you want to use? Do you just want to keep it simple, to keep your costs below $100 a month, and then build from there? Or do you want to add in other softwares and then add in some costs for marketing? So it's just also finding creative ways to market.
Okay, I am ready. Let me see if I can share. Y'all ready? Can y'all see my screen? All right, so this you will find once you go onto our website. And let me know, do you recognize the voice?
I can't hear it on my end.
Oh, you all can't hear it?
No.
Okay, hold it. You all see it though, right?
Right.
Okay, so hold on. Hold on 1 second. I didn't know that the voice wouldn't come through. But I'm gonna try to do, hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna try to do it at the same time, so. And all I did is, Samira actually is on one of our voiceovers as well for Top Flight, for our financial initiative. She is one of them as well. And that's what we've been trying to do, is just get voices to tell our story, because I was told this is the new thing now. All right, so here we go. We all have the fight or flight, to some either mentally or physically. This response is triggered by the release of hormones your body needs to either stay and deal with the threat or to run away to safety. Top Flight Defense Incorporated is an organization that was established to meet those needs of women veterans of the U.S. Armed Forces. Women veterans have been known to soar like eagles. We have faced adversity and have proven we are mentally and physically tough. Women we provide service to are women who served in all branches of the military. Okay, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I don't want to do that. But that's what I was telling you, Terrence. We actually have to do that over, because we're on here, we're just talking about we're only servicing women veterans, when we're actually serving all women in the community.
Okay. Okay.
So
Sounds
that's
good.
what I was saying and asking, from start to finish, and giving you our vision, and then you had me to read a script. That's what I was wanting for you to, because whether they do it, whether they start their own or not, they still need to know what it is that they need to do once they get started. That's what I'm looking for as well.
Right, yeah. So you got to collect the information, and then the script and the storyboard, and then you got the animation, and then revision. And that's everything that's just encompassing with the animation. Does anybody have any questions from what we went over? Anything I need to focus more on?
I'd like to know about pricing. You know, if you're thinking about either getting a video made for your organization, or looking into stepping into this as a business option, what's the range of how much a video that you would charge or receive from that person or company?
Okay, so if you're interested in having a video made, the pricing is based on the seconds. So 30 seconds, 60 seconds, and 90 seconds are the number ones. 30 seconds, it'll start, well, for us, it'll start at 150, then 60 seconds is 250, and then 90 seconds is 350. And then by 30, and then every 30 seconds, it goes up 100. And then we have special prices on bundles. And then as far as if you are thinking about stepping into it, it all depends on the software that you choose. With Beyond, they have a monthly cost starting at $50 a month. And the difference are just the watermark. They have a watermark on the $50, and then there's $89 a month. That's the ones that a lot of people who choose to sell the videos, that's the one that they choose. So $89 a month, and you'll have to do commercial rights each video. Powtoon has.
Can you show the watermark, what you mean by the watermark?
Yes. So just by a watermark, this right here that says Powtoon for EDU, that's a watermark. So if we were to export this video now, it would say Powtoon for EDU. And the same thing for Beyond, it will say Beyond, right there in the corner of the video. So that's what a watermark. And so with Powtoon, here, let's actually see what Powtoon's pricing is while we're on.
And see, he actually was offering a class to somebody for Top Flight. I put it out there and nobody jumped on it. It was a free class. He did a workshop. He actually offered this to us twice. One time was the workshop, and then the other time was a free class. He was trying to get a high schooler involved, and I couldn't get anybody to bite.
And
I
so,
was about to say, is this something that you could offer to maybe high schoolers, the younger kids that are into this whole animation phase, and with Christmas break coming upon you, would you be willing to offer something while they're on break?
yeah, I definitely currently working with some different organizations now to implement this to teach their kids animation. And I'm working out to where I want to do a winter program for an organization, like a week thing, even if it's like 3 sessions. And so what my program does, and we actually do it now, what my program does is we try to collect sponsors and like fundraise so it doesn't have to come out the nonprofits' pockets. And so you can also receive grants with programs like this. So that's also kind of why we partner with the nonprofit, because this is something they can apply for grants with, they can get sponsors with, they can fundraise with, and things like that. So this is definitely something that we are trying to get going for the winter break. This idea came quicker. It would have already been done, but this is something that's been in works for about a month and a half. But we definitely are implementing after school programs. Like we're in talk with a lot of organizations implementing after school programs as well and preparing for the summer. It's definitely something we're gonna offer in the summer. But winter break, if we can definitely get something worked out, we're definitely gonna try to offer animation sessions for the kids during the winter break.
Okay. Definitely keep me posted, or Cassandra, if you decide to do a class. I'm thinking about my son. He goes to Fenwick,
Okay.
Very affluent school. Could be really nice, an introductory kind of workshop. And because I can send it right over to his counselor and they can probably blast it out. They're out of school Friday. So if you're able to do kind of an intro class, maybe half hour, kind of like this is what it is, and then segue into your winter program, I would love to send that to the counselor where we can blast that out school-wide and get these kids, because these kids are doing it. They're doing it.
Okay. Yeah, no, we can definitely talk about that more. Let's
Okay.
send me an email. We can definitely make that happen.
Okay, sound good.
Sound good. And then just to cap it off, these are the prices for Powtoon if someone was to choose to get it themselves, but also when you learn through us, you can get an umbrella account as well. And so we can hook you up with a special offer. But that is the conclusion of everything that I have for this session. Does anybody have any last questions?
You mentioned you guys started in college. Was this your major focus?
It was not. I went into college with a kinesiology major, and then when I started my business, it wasn't this when I was trying to make an app. But when I started my business, I changed to business administration, but I never went to school for anything arts or anything like that. It's just kind of something that just happened.
Wow.
And you do an amazing job. And just let me say, I have referred 3 different organizations to you. Is that how many so far? 3 different organizations. One is a Greek organization that they want to come back to him again because they enjoyed how the animation, I think they just like the voiceover. I don't know.
Probably what it was. It was a great voiceover.
But yeah, so I just appreciate you, Terrence, taking your time out. I wish we had more people on, but that's okay. This recording, hold on, let me stop the recording. Stop it now.